Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Christina Ellison. Today I wanted to go over how to make your own timeline book. I know that with My Father's World, which is what we use for curriculum, you make a timeline chart for your wall, which we have one, and I'll show you a picture of a completed one that we did, let me think, 4 years ago now. Wow, no, 4 years ago. So this year, my first grader will be making a timeline, and so will my fourth grader. And so they're actually going to be the same, but it's kind of fun to save them. So I figured I'm just going to make a book this time. But the books that I have seen that you can buy are kind of expensive. And so I figured out how to make one myself, and it only cost $1. If you have paper, it's only $1. If you have to buy paper, it could be $2. So anyways, it's a big cash savings, and it'll just be a fun memory to have, and since it's in a book, it will be kept even prettier. So let's get started. Okay, so here we go. So what you will need, this is from the Dollar Tree. This is a poly portfolio, and it has the brackets in it. So that's the kind of like, because it keeps them thin and easier to use. This is cardstock. I just had this. It's all different colors. I'm not a perfectionist, so I don't really care what color it is. You'll need some tape, so that may be another $1. A Sharpie, and your hole puncher. So to start with, you want to pick whichever page you want to start with first. So I'm going to start with this one and see it fits perfectly in there. So I'm just going to hole punch the page I'm planning to start with. Now what I'm planning on doing is, in the past I've made my complete timeline and it hasn't turned out perfect. And so this time I wanted to, I'm just kind of going to go make the line as we go. I'm going to put so many, and then if we need to add more, we'll add more. But I'm not going to put all the high dates in until we've completed it, if that makes sense. And I'll show you again, I will show you a picture of our timeline. Okay, so there you go. There's your first page. So next what you want to do, I think I'm going to go every other. So you got to figure out which way you want it to bend. So I want it to start out bending this way. So you want to go to the back of it. And I have seen a video of a gal who makes an accordion one like this, that she then just kept in a page protector. And that's what we did to start with. Okay, so you tape it all the way and then you bend it. Okay, so that's the way I wanted it to bend. And it does it. So, and I'll just put a little reinforcement tape here in the middle. Okay, so there's your first portion. Okay, so now this one, I want it to come back so it folds in like that. So I got to put the large tape on this side. Oops. I'm done with my hole puncher, so I'm going to move that. Okay, there we go. I'm a little over on that side, so I'll need to cut that off. go. Okay, so see that it's now folding in nicely. So again, I'll put a little piece of tape for reinforcement on the back here. Okay, so see so far, and it folds in really nicely, and then you can store it away. So I'll show you. We'll put in our next page. And I'll put my reinforcement tape. Okay. Okay, so there you go. I think that gives you enough to show you. And if I need to add more pages, I will. So see that? Okay, so now I'll write the title, what it is, and then I'll make my line across. So here we go. Okay, so let's start out. Let's get this off. Okay, there we go. So there's timeline. Okay. And my tape. So this is dollar store tape, so it's not, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna just check all my edges. They're all stained. Okay. So now we have our timeline. Let me get my ruler. Okay, so now we're gonna measure. If you saw my other video, I got this from Rainbow Resource. It's this fold-up collapsible yardstick, which will be perfect to make my line because it's so long. And I was gonna measure halfway in the middle, but I decided I'm just gonna go off of the middle bracket in my book. So here's my Sharpie. There we go. Okay, so we are now ready to keep track of our timeline. Isn't that cool? And it's nice and compact. There you go. Here is a example of the timeline hanging up on the wall. So see, in our schoolroom, we don't have any low enough walls that are not covered already to put this where they can display it easily or put the timeline pieces on easily. So that's why I decided to make the timeline books again for this year. Not only because I'm doing two, but because it's easier for them to be able to put the pieces in. So this is just the example of the timeline. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I think it's going to really work great this year. Again, I haven't done it this way, but I've done it where I've put it in a plastic sheet protector, and I've done it hanging up on the wall. So this time it'll be nice in a little book. We won't, I won't have to take it out of the sheet protector to do it. We just open our book. So I have also seen people laminate their timelines and then laminate their timeline pieces. And then they, of course, color all the pieces ahead of time, and then they put like Velcro dots, I think. And the kids put that, or they use like the, what is that? The poster putty stuff, that blue tacky stuff. They put that as their timeline so that it stays nicer for longer. So that's always an option too. You could laminate this ahead of time and then use like glue dots or, you know, Velcro or the poster putty. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and leave a thumbs up if this was helpful for you. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.